Dr. Lynn Bell here, and I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm here with someone that is really precious to me. This is Rita Harrison, and so I've been talking to you all about a retreat that I'm going to be doing in July, and it is with this lady that I'll be doing the retreat. So I brought us together here to have a really informal conversation about, about her, really, to introduce you to her because you're going to be coming with us to Santa Barbara for a weekend, and you're going to want to know who you're coming with. And so I want to just give us a few moments to have a talk and to bring you into what's going on with us, who we are, and really, it's a chance to engage you a little bit more with what we've got going on. So I want to ask you, Rita, to maybe just say a few words about, just tell us a little bit about the Willow system.
So the Willow system is a treatment system which helps people to get unstuck and to move forward. And it integrates all the levels, the physical level, emotional level, mental level, energetic level, systemic level, which is the environment and family, the soul, and the DNA, the level outside of time and space. And what we want is that we don't waste time to share our stories too much when we are stuck in a negative way, be it pain, be it relationship issues, health issues otherwise, career issues, financial issues, or being spiritually confused. We don't want to tell the story over and over again. So what the Willow system does, we don't mess around. We go to the point of change immediately by finding out the priority of the root causes, priority of solutions, and really go for it. And this is very powerful.
Yeah, you know, I actually, if you don't mind,
I don't mind.
I want to talk about my first session with you.
Yes, please go ahead.
Do you now? I don't know if you remember because you see a lot of people, but the very first time when you did the demo here at my studio, you took me through a what was that called? You had me put my fingers together.
Yes. So what I was doing, I was using the O-ring test. Yeah. And I was plugging into your system, like the subconscious mind, higher self, and way more, way more.
You know, and it's funny because when Rita did this system with me, I felt like I had a lot of light coming through me. Like all of a sudden, I was very, very clear about stuff, everything. I just felt clear, like there was no walls.
Yes, because you know what is the actual treatment? It's not what you see.
Yeah.
It's connecting with the energy field of all that is in order to have a guidance there so that you can take out the own ego, also where you are stuck in or where I feel you are, or how you should react and so on. And that brings in a third very powerful instance, the source.
Yes.
And it's not just that the triangulations are the most powerful influence at all, but also that we have such a powerful guidance that is beyond our personal power, our personal knowing. And that brings forth that you can actually really see sometimes like the puzzle pieces come in, everything clicks in, and even though you might have struggled for so many years, you know, like that was about being a woman, that was with your mom. I don't want to tell too much, you know, unless you want to, but I have confidentiality. So, but this was like lining up, you know, so that you align your levels, that you align things in a way that really changes the dynamic from inside out.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing because that first demo, just from the demonstration, changed everything, Rita. It changed everything.
Yes.
And I'm really excited to share this work with people. And Rita is going to be doing a couple of demonstrations over at the studio in the coming months, or so that you can see this stuff in action for yourself and find out if it's something that resonates with you and if it's something that you want to actually give a try. That's why the demos are so really powerful.
Yes, because it's not about just talking. It's really about taking volunteers out that I've never met before.
Right. I didn't know
And
her at all.
no, and right, on the spot, create something that connects them with their truth. And everybody can benefit from it who watches because it really changes a lot. It
Yeah.
changes everything.
And I think this is probably, it's funny because we're changing the name of the retreat that we're going to be doing in July. And we're thinking about calling it The Healed Woman. And it's funny because after that first session, even just the demo, I've had 5 sessions with Rita already since that first session. But after that very first demo session, I felt like I was healed. And the succeeding sessions were really about working out the kinks. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that, you're going to come in and all of a sudden you're healed after one session. That's not the point. But I am saying that I changed immediately, profoundly.
Totally. I want to share this with you too, because a lot of women that come really have worked on themselves. Mostly they are even providers of a service in healing, like counselors or physicians or other kind of healers. So that means they know, and if they would have found that place of change for themselves, they would have done it. And you were very much so.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so not everybody is there, but a lot of women nowadays are ready to move forward, to break out of this, I call it inner prison cell that everybody takes with them, but everybody also has a way out. And I've learned that very early in my life. I would like to share that because I was born in Kyrgyzstan into a German family and everybody was persecuted. I was the only one who wasn't. And my family managed to get out of Kyrgyzstan very soon, where nobody got out. So I have seen that there's always a way out. And for the women who are at the edge of that they really have enough with being limited, with being held back, with being frightened not to show themselves, there's always a way out. And it might not be what we think it is. I have an idea, you have an idea, and all of a sudden it is clear, oh yeah, that was not bad, yeah, or that was it. But sometimes what comes really through is very powerful. So a lot of women are ready to be healed and don't dare to live that dream because they have experience in their body how they are held back, how they are frightened. So this method, what it provides, and this is what Crystal Lynn talks about too, is when she came back, she needed to have like assistance or support,
right.
so that her mind doesn't sabotage that, so that her body doesn't stay in the fear, fight, and flight pattern and can live it,
Right.
so that her soul aligns with everything. And because very often we know that already, but it doesn't come together. And that is what the sessions provide. So the healing very often is not the problem.
Right.
So it's how we live it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And trying to make those applications on your own is, I found, to be really hard. I mean, I've been doing healing on myself for years. But as you said, it's not the healing that's the problem. It's applying it and being able to, actually live your life with this new ideas and with these new thoughts and this new way of being. But if your body keeps doing the old thing, then there's no way that your spirit can be free. You have to set them all free.
Yes, totally. And I think it's actually good news that we don't have to do it by ourselves. I think even we're not built to do it all by ourselves.
No, we're not.
Because you're like oxygen and I'm like hydrogen. And when we come together, we can build that water and drink it. But without that connection, nothing would take place. We would still be in that same energy.
Yeah.
And I think this is actually the key, to connect in a way that the change comes easily and from inside out, and with joy.
And that's why we have the retreat that we're offering. And I want to give you the dates of the retreat. We're looking at July 24th through the 26th. And we're going to be in Santa Barbara at La Casa de Maria. We'll be giving you more information in coming videos, so just check back in with us, okay?